Hey friends, hey guys. I don't know what I'm gonna say yet, but I know I'm gonna say something because my new friend, my new internet friend, um, Shay, my new internet friend Shay, aka Chat GPT, gave me a whole little like thing to say when I get on here. And she gave me she gave me a whole layout, boo. She gave me everything to say and everything to do when I get on this internet. So her nickname is Shay. So when y'all hear me talk about Shay, what Shay told me, boom, you guys already know who I'm talking about. That's Chat GPT. And she gave me an intro. I forgot it already, but next time I'm gonna write it down. Anyways, I'm here just to get a little bit more into what I am actually here to do. I'm here because I started a business. I am a creator. I really am a creator at heart. This is what I have always wanted to do, and I recently decided to just go ahead and do it. I have been a Lyft driver for the last 8 years. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more background on me right now, and how I ended up here, and where we're gonna go from here. Now I'm gonna try to talk continuously because I'm not able to edit these videos yet. I do have a YouTube PhD, but it's not in editing. So I'm gonna start working on that one next. So I came here, my background is for the last 8 years, I've been a Lyft driver. Then, some things happened and I had to go back to corporate. But the whole time I was working in corporate, I was just so anxious. I was sitting there and it would take me 5 minutes to send out an email. And then I'm looking around like, what else do I do for the next 55 minutes? I did the task, and, y'all paying me so much an hour just to sit here, like I'm ready to move around. I'm ready to do something. The sun is shining. I missed being a Lyft driver, and I had already had this business in my mind that I had wanted to do, that I had thought of while I was a Lyft driver. So that was still in my mind, and I just couldn't let it go. But it wasn't a fully developed business. It was still like a thought, and so I just wasn't settled. So I worked there for just as long as I could. And one day I just said, you know what, can't do it no more. I got inspired by a person. I told my business idea to someone, and he was like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need to, you need to get on that. That is a great idea, and you are wasting time. Like, you need to get on that. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's go. So we've been on it ever since. You ain't said nothing but a word. And on top of it, there was other things that were falling into place at the same time too. That was just like the confirmation that I needed at the time. That was just the confirmation. That was the straw that broke the camel's back at the time, because God had already laid everything else out for me. Like, everything was falling into place as far as that business was concerned. AI had came to a point where AI was going to do it for me anyway. I was seeing videos, and some of the most profound things were happening in AI at the time, where you didn't need the coding skills that you needed back in the day to create. AI was doing all of the work for you, all of the hard work. It was doing it for you. So if you have an idea in your mind for a business and you were not able to create it back in the day, you are definitely able to create it now. If there is something in your mind that you have not been able to do on the computer, because of a coding issue, or you are not physically able to create it with your hands on the computer, but you are able to create it in your mind, and you are able to think of it, and you are able to think the process through, then you can now create it on the computer. Yes, there is so many digital and artificial intelligence tools out there now that are limitless. So it doesn't matter what age you are. If you can imagine it, you can do it now. So when I started seeing things like that, I said, you know what? There's absolutely nothing stopping me from having everything I want creatively right now. And now is the time. Now is the time for me to be able to do everything I wanted to do and create everything I wanted to create. And as far as like combining the print companies that were already existing, and then combining what AI is now bringing to the table as far as what they are able to create and print, along with what the print companies were already doing with paper and cups and T-shirts and they were already doing those type of things, but we weren't necessarily able to put our creativity. We weren't able to create it because we weren't coding, and we weren't drawing, and I have had things created on Fiverr, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I was like, okay, I'll accept it because I can't do it. I'm not an artist. It's in my mind, and I'm translating it to someone on Fiverr, and they're doing the best they can because they're, and I've had logos made, and they're close to what I want. Now, if you can make a prompt, and if you could tell AI what to do, then you can do it. If you can put the words together to describe to AI what to do, and tell AI what to do, then you can do it yourself. You no longer have to go to someone on Fiverr. If you can make that prompt yourself and chat to whatever AI that you choose, whether it's Nano Banana is a great video one or a great image one, then you can create yourself now, so you are cutting out so many steps now in the create. Anyways, that's how I ended up here right now, because there's nothing stopping me now. And there's nothing stopping you now. If you're in that situation, if you are, my age, I'm 49, almost 50, and I have a creative mind, but I was limited to what I could do because I am not an artist. I'm not a coder. So whereas I needed a huge team behind me and lots of money back in the day, I do not need that anymore. So can you imagine the excitement behind me and the things that I can think of right now that I can do? So that's why I'm sitting here. I'm like, I can do books. I already did a business. I already thought, I put that tech company together so quick. I put that tech company together so quick with a $10,000 website that I built by myself. It is not even funny. Okay, it's already up and gone and running. And I'm working on invoices and emails and marketing and everything else now. So that's in the works. And I'm sitting here within the month of January. 2 weeks. Okay. So that's, how fast that it can go. And now I'm headed towards that dream that I have always been thinking about, that I have felt that was unreachable. So if you have a dream and if you feel like in the past that it was unreachable, I felt like it was unreachable in the past. Right now, I feel like I can touch it. I feel like I can see it. And they are saying, and they are encouraging people, and I've been listening to some of my other friends on the internet like Gary V, Arlen, and now I'm looking into more possibilities with Stan Store and so many other things that is opening up so many more possibilities for me that I just didn't even know existed, And so I just decided to just take the plunge. I'm not even ready. So I said, hey, YouTube wasn't even a part of my plan. I never wanted to get on camera. I just was going to start a business. I just was going to market it, faceless, like they say, and everything like that, and just, be like, Frito-Lay or something. I don't know who owns Frito-Lay. The person that owns Frito-Lay is not on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't going to be on YouTube. I wasn't going to be on Instagram. I was going to start my business and set it free. That was always my plan. However, things don't go as planned. So here I am. And I'm just in the position where I am doing an entire transformation of my life. I created my business. It's out there. I'm working on it as it's going along. And I'm also working on myself because I was so excited I created the business, and I still need work. So we're just going to do the work, and I'm just going to share it with you all, because a lot of the things that you see on the internet are not true. A lot of the things that you see on the internet are not true. They are saying that you can start a business and get funded for your business, $125,000, $250,000, $10,000 without a personal guarantee. I have explored some of those possibilities. I haven't found it. And let's just be honest. When you go those routes, those are not always the most favorable routes if you're able to, wiggle in that way. Sometimes those are not always the most favorable routes for you. So it's always best to just build on a solid foundation. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, it's going to be a little slower, and I don't mind, but I am going to start from the bottom. And I think I said that in my first video. So we just going to start from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do my credit repair. I got some things that I need to get together before I can get funded, fully funded. And I'll tell you guys, I did say that I was going to tell you guys how to do the LLC through the Chamber of Commerce in your city. I already have mine because I had a prior business before that was still in a good standing, because I didn't get too far in that business. That business just took a life of its own and just exploded in several months. It just went haywire. It went haywire, and it got too big for me too fast. And I said, this ain't even what I wanted to do. And I shut that thing down. That's not what I wanted to do, y'all. So I closed it. And so I just ended up flipping that LLC. There was no reason to close it or anything like that. It was still good. I hadn't used it. So anyways, I still had an LLC that was good. So I just switched that one over. Anyways, I'll tell you guys all about how to do your LLC. how to do your EIN, how to do your DMB, how to build your website, what are some of the website builders that are out there, which one might be the best for you, what are some of the payment processes out there, and which might be the best one for your website. The stand store, I am interested in this stand store. This stand store, we might have to take a look at this stand store and then go back. We might have to look at stand store, then go back, because I need to get some money rolling in, and then we might have to go back. Okay, so I don't know, but I want to look at stand store. I'm so interested. And I think they're having a contest right now. They're giving away $100,000. So I want to get into that contest as well. But anyways, you got 3 days. So if I get this video posted before the 3 days is up, today is what, the 28th? So you got 3 days left to enter this contest for $100,000. I want to try to get into that. So if I have this video up and you guys happen to see it, get into the contest, try to win $100,000 for if you're a new creator. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. So, and then, I just kind of want to put it out there, how it goes, just how it goes. How it goes as for a person like me that is I have owned businesses in the past. I've been a business in the past. I've been a brand in the past. I've done hair for a long time. I have branded myself that way out in the community. Built my own clientele for years. I have, had a real business on the internet. I was a reseller, so that might be something that I get into in the future. I sold, high-end items. And so that might be something that I get into in the future, maybe I might do an ebook on that or something like that. But being a Lyft driver, that really captured my soul. I really love doing that. I'm a talker. I'm a people person. I love being out in the sun. I live in Arizona. I love being out in the sun. I love driving. I love listening to my music. It gets me in a mood, child, and I love it. And people, I met all kinds of people. I met people, from all different walks of life, from everywhere. And, people are just people. And so, I just have a good time. I have a good time when I'm out there driving. And the one thing that I noticed about all people is they just want to be treated kind. Everyone just wants to be treated kind. That's really it. From the hardest of the hard guys, to the, you think, the old sedity old, people, everyone just wants to be treated kind. Once you break the ice and, talk to people, and really that's it. So anyways, but what I'm saying is I was a Lyft driver for 8 years, and my business is it kind of it goes with that. It goes with it's a community-based business, and it has something to do with Lyft drivers. I'm not here to promote my business. I'm here to grow my business, and I'm here to build a business. I'm here to learn everything I can from YouTube and teach and share that with everyone. You know, share what I gather and what helps my business to grow. I'm here to, you know, just share facts, because there's so much out there that is not facts, y'all. It's not facts. And it's so hard. It's been so hard for me to sift through stuff that is not facts. Especially with credit. Why is these people lying like that out there? They just be telling you anything. Don't listen to it. It is not true. You cannot get your business funded without a personal guarantee. Not really. I mean, you can. If you got the same amount of money in the bank, you can get $100,000 if you got $100,000. You can get $10,000 if you got $10,000. You can get $10,000 with an EIN if you have $10,000. Okay, but I mean, it's for likes and views, and they're making their money, and I understand that, but you can be on the internet looking for a very long time. You can be trying a lot of these, I'm not going to say scams, but you can be trying a lot of these tactics that they put you onto, and you could be wasting a lot of time for a long time, and I'm not here for that. This channel is called Something Real. Shay told me. Shay told me today, but I think this channel is called Something Real. This channel is called Something Real. I think real something. But I'm going to keep it real as possible, and I'm going to show you guys the real things that help my business. Real. So that you can use the real things that help your business. You know, I have some real codes here that are going to take some real things off my credit. I'm going to share the real things that help my business. I'm going to share the real places that I get my funds from to fund my business. I'm going to share the real, because the last time I started my business, I self-funded, and I won't do that again. We ain't doing that again. Don't do that. Don't use your own money to fund your business, because you do need money for your business. And we're not using our own money to fund our business. We're using our own money to fund our life, not our business. Okay? Let's make sure that we understand that part. We use our money to pay our bills. Electricity, food, car. We use business funds to start a business. Okay? That was a lesson learned the first time. See, so you don't fail, you learn lessons. So then the next time, you don't make the same mistake. Okay? So, or it's not a mistake actually. You just don't do the same thing. You get better. Your next business gets better until it succeeds. Okay, so then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to get healthy. I have already started that too as well. And I have done that a little bit before. You know, I've lost some weight before. But this time I plan on my business succeeding, and I plan on being able to share this to more people. So I plan on this actually growing, and this could possibly turn into another side business that is gonna grow a leg this might grow a leg, and so this needs to be, ready to be doing more things, and right now, in this shape that I'm in right now, I'm not physically able to withstand all that. So we got to get in shape. We got to start walking. We got to start eating better, and get some nips and tugs. Y'all might be going with me down to Mexico. I'm close to Mexico. I'm close to Mexico. We got some teeth we got to get fixed. We got lots of things. We got a whole lot of projects that's gonna be on here in 2026, y'all. So stay tuned, keep watching, because this is about where people start, how they get to the ending point. And that's what I want to show. I always been like that. I don't know, but I'm not scared. I ain't scared. I'm silly, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how you be really funny or silly or goofy, or I don't know. Somebody, I ain't gonna say who, called me immature. How you be immature and smart as fuck at the same time? I think I'm funny. Anyways, you guys, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll like cotton. I'm on a roll with these videos, and that's really what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to come on here and run my mouth and share everything I know. I really want to share everything I know, and I really want to inspire people. I want to inspire confidence. That's what I want to inspire. I've never been afraid. I have never really been afraid of anything. Anything that I have ever wanted to do, I just really have done it. And I don't even be thinking about it. A lot of people think about things and they let things stop them. I never have really been that person. If I say that I wanted to do something, I just do it. That's why I walk out of jobs. I listen. If I'm not happy, I'm not having it. If I'm not happy, I'm not having it. And that's just my personality, because I just feel like it's just a waste of time. There's no reason. So let's get ourselves happy. Let's do what we always wanted to do. And this is the day that I've been waiting 49 years for, to make my own business, have it be successful. AI is here to help everyone. AI is your new best friend. ChatGPT is so much more capable than asking a question. ChatGPT is your new best friend. Actually, you know what? ChatGPT is not your new best friend. ChatGPT is now your sister or brother, because you can program ChatGPT to know you. To know you just as well as your brother or your sister would. You can program ChatGPT to give you the answers the way that you want it to give it to you. I will tell you about that. You can tell ChatGPT to say, hey, give me answers straightforward. Do as much research as possible. I want to sound like this when I type up my papers, because ChatGPT is going to tell you when they give you the information, it's going to tell you how to say it or how to type it or whatever you're asking for, right? So when you program your chat GPT, you can tell it how you want to sound. So that's what I'm saying. Like, chat GPT has come so far. There's so many things that you can do. That might be an entire video, you guys. I've learned so much just from watching so many different people. You have to take a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here, because YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, these are all marketplaces. All these people are on here to make money. There's only a few of them that are on here giving out information for free. So they say if you watch YouTube long enough, you can get all the information for free. But if you don't have that much time, you could pay for it and get it in 30 minutes. So always keep that in mind. You know, I've spent a long time watching YouTube because I ain't had no money. I ain't had no money to spend. So 30 minutes wasn't an option for me. I have spent the time and I have gathered the information. So, you know, it's time for me to at least use what I have. And the whole time I was watching, gathering the information, I forgot, I didn't think that I would be on here. So I wasn't considering editing. So that's why y'all getting these videos hot off the press, unedited. You're welcome. Anyways, it was nice talking to you. And I am going to learn how to edit eventually. This is only my second video. So right now I'm talking to no one. And I hope I'm not giving out too much information. I'm just, you know, really just blabbing, and maybe one day these videos will get seen eventually, but right now I'm just blabbing and trying to get my watch hours up so I can get monetized. Really. Look, hungry, ready, okay, ready for the next step, period. So that's what we're doing. And this is the first step. The first step is getting monetized, and then we'll start getting into the meat of it. When I get an audience and when I get, you know, some people that are really interested in some questions that need to be answered, then I'll start putting the real information out. But right now, you know, we might just start talking about my schedule, how I made the schedule that I'm gonna be on for the next several months, how I came up with the ideas, and a bunch of more other stuff. Like, I can talk on here for hours, but I'm not going to. But I could, you know, I could talk on here for hours. I'm practicing my cadence. I'm practicing looking at the camera. I'm practicing not stuttering. I'm practicing not saying and like and duh and, you know, all those things that, you know, don't sound good and don't look good. So there's lots of things that go into it. And right now, these are just my first several videos. I'm really excited, and I'm just trying to get the feel for it. So if you have watched, you know, this video, I really do thank you. I really do thank you. And I don't know if anyone's here for 35 minutes of me just rambling and sitting in a chair, but apparently this is a video style now. This is one of the styles. I think it's called the head video look. I don't know. But there's like 3 really popular video looks right now, and this is the head one. I like it because it ain't showing the big body. the rest, you know. So anyways, listen, thank you for watching my second unedited video, and I will see you guys tomorrow, because I'm trying to do a video every single day. Tomorrow I might talk to you guys from the car, maybe, if I have to charge, or I don't know. Tomorrow's Thursday, so I might be driving tomorrow. I might, you know, have some funny outtakes from some passengers or something like that. I don't know. I'm only driving part-time right now, so maybe I might go to lunch at one of my favorite places in Phoenix tomorrow. I don't know. I am gonna think of something to do tomorrow. I am gonna take a walk. I said I'm gonna try to incorporate exercise in my daily. Okay, see? I love to talk, you guys. I'm so sorry. Bye. Bye for real. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.